Christine, I am hungry, so I think I'm gonna have some broccoli. Is that all right?
Go for it.
All right.
What are you doing?
I'm eating broccoli.
It's not real.
Can't you see that that is real broccoli?
That's not real broccoli.
I bought it in the grocery store. It is real broccoli.
No, it's not.
I don't like this broccoli anyway, but I will eat an egg. Should I boil it? Should I scramble it? Oh, I could poach it. Or I could just eat it raw.
That's not real.
I bought it from the grocery store. It's got to be real. That is an egg, right?
It's not real. Sorry.
Alright, sorry. Don't like eggs anyway. Yes, I do, but not that one. Alright, now I know I can have some hamburger patties. Hamburger patties are perfect on a low-carb diet, right? So
those aren't real either.
Why is she telling me all my food is not real? I like this food. It's just fine. You get it at the grocery store all the time.
It's not real. I dare you to eat it and swallow it.
Oh, I know. When I'm done eating all that food, I need something to wash it down with. So I'm gonna have some milk, okay? You got a glass I can pour the milk in?
It's not real.
Welcome back to Living La Vida Low Carb on YouTube, episode 75. My name is Jimmy. Gots to order it from the grocery store more.
I'm not sure who I am anymore.
Who are you?
Christine.
That's Christine, the lovely and beautiful and sexy.
What do you want? You want something.
I love keeping her guessing. Today we're going to talk about real food.
Spit it out.
All this stuff here. All this stuff is not real food, is it? It's just pictures of food, which, by the way, Christine drew all these. That's the milk jug, the hamburgers, the egg, the broccoli florette. That's my favorite one. She is such a talented drawer.
You really want something.
And I asked her to do that like 20 seconds before we started, so she did a great job for that. But today I want to talk about real food. And you know, a lot of people are like, oh, real food, you get that at the grocery store, right?
Depends.
Not exactly. So we wanted to show you some examples of some of the real foods that we eat on our low-carb diet that you possibly could add to your diet as well. Why don't you go ahead and show them the real broccoli. This is what real broccoli actually is supposed to look like. You know, you see those in the grocery store, and they're like the real dark green, and they all look the same. It's like cookie cutter broccoli. Well, a lot of those broccolis are like genetically modified and
to make them look prettier.
And they look prettier. This is actually locally grown by a local farmer. And Christine just loves this, and the taste is just far superior. There's no pesticides used. It is organic. It is the good stuff, basically.
Really good.
So broccoli, squash, all those low-carb, non-starchy vegetables that you would eat, look for them at like your local farmer's market. Now, another thing that we get from a local guy, and you also see these at local farmers markets, is good eggs. You know, eggs that are in the grocery store are generally highly manufactured. You know, the chickens are cooped up all day. They're not allowed to, you know, freely roam, which would be called free-range eggs. That's what these are. These are free-range eggs. The thing I like about free-range eggs, Christine, is the chickens get sunlight. So therefore, they get vitamin D in there. You get essential fatty acids like omega-3s that you need in there. There's just so many health benefits to eating real eggs.
And a lot of these are huge.
They're huge. And then the other thing I love about them is the yellow yolk is so bright and rich. And I mean, the taste is just beyond compare. I mean, I'll put some butter in the pan and fry it up, and oh, I have not. This is my favorite breakfast. If Christine hadn't ever told you, I love my eggs, don't I?
Yes, you do.
So, if you're looking for good quality organic vegetables or good quality eggs, you might try to visit your local farmer's market in your area. And if you don't know where your farmer's market is, I got a website for you. It's called localharvest.org. And if you'll just click on that link, you will be able to see at localharvest.org all the places in your area where they sell good local eggs and local produce like that. Now, there's another thing that I eat, and I just recently added this after interviewing so many people on my podcast show about grass-fed beef. Have you ever heard of grass-fed beef before? Certainly it's been out there in the vernacular, especially within the health circles, but a lot of people, they just see beef or steaks or stuff in the grocery store and they think, oh, that's fine. They don't realize a lot of that is grain-based, grain-fed, again, cooped up cows, all stressed out, not able to just roam freely and eat the grass. And again, the grass-fed beef gives it that very high omega count. Now we get ours locally from a grass-fed beef supplier here in South Carolina, and you can find one in your area, a grass-fed beef. There's also grass-fed lamb. There's actually grass-fed chickens. I didn't realize chickens ate grass, but
I didn't
yes,
either.
they do. At eatwild.com. That's the website. So check out eatwild.com and you will find all sorts of local providers of good grass-fed meats. The omega fats are really essential to a healthy diet, and the taste.
The taste is incredible. It's so much richer than.
Oh my gosh. I could not believe the first time I ever had grass-fed beef burgers, and it's now become my favorite dinner.
It has.
So I've got pastured eggs for breakfast. I got grass-fed beef for supper or lunch. Finally, we have one more thing I wanted to tell you about. And this kind of grosses some people out. They're like, ew, I don't know about that. It is raw milk. And we get this locally from a farmer down here in South Carolina. The Peeler Farm is very well known for milk. Well, they provide grass-fed. They provide raw milk. Well, the milk does come from grass-fed cows, so it sort of Freudian slipped, but I did.
Yeah, right.
So raw milk is real milk. A lot of people, they think, well, that white stuff they get in the grocery store, oh, that's real milk. But no, it's been pasteurized and homogenized, and all the good nutrients that are in milk are all burned up. You got to have real raw milk in order to get all the healthy fats and the cholesterol and the enzymes and all the things that you need for a healthy diet. And
some people won't be able to find this, though, I don't think.
Yeah, it's hard, or the other thing, not only just not find it, but they won't be able to get it because it's illegal in their state. So there's a website for this as well. Go to realmilk.com, and that is run by the Weston A. Price Foundation, wonderful group that is out there getting the message out about real milk and pastured eggs and grass-fed beef and organic veggies, all the things that we've talked about today. Well, that's all the time we have for Living La Vida Low Carb on YouTube, episode 75. Thanks so much for watching, and hope you've enjoyed this week that we've had all sorts of videos just back to back to back. We're going to go for a few days out of town, so we wanted to make sure you had plenty to watch. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and see ya!
Bye.
La
I don't know about that.